Right guys and girls, Mark Cotterill here, and today I'm talking about trying to build your golf bag in a more modern way. I think we've got maybe a little loss of our golf bags, me included, over the past in concentrating so much in building wedges in that we maybe forget that the top end, where we lose most of our shots, certainly against the better player, is where we should be concentrating more of our attention. And I think the manufacturers are as much to blame as this as anyone, because post comments down below, like how many of you have had fittings for 6-iron, 5-iron, 4-iron, 3-iron, 2-iron and appropriate hybrids, freewoods, those kind of things. You will find most people are getting fit for their driver, told to get fit for their putters, and we've definitely, and I've been saying it, get fit for your wedges, and you should still get fit for your wedges. But to not have the 200-yard range for me fitted and decked out to the best is just leaving shots on the table. Comments down below as always. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. Remember, hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. It does help the channel, helps the video. And also don't be afraid to subscribe if you think you want to see more of these videos, and turn that bell icon on if you're already subscribed and you're wondering why I don't get to see all the videos. Make sure you got that bell icon turned on. This is a fun one. 18th at St Andrews I'm going to use for this little fun demonstration. 116 yards out. Let's just give you an idea of my club's gappings. So this is a 52-degree wedge, 116 yards out. Like, I'll take that shot all day long. I feel like that distance with my 52 is in a good place. I've now moved forwards to go 90 yards out. I'm going to use the same club. So still my 52. Online it's a little long. Give me a few goes, I reckon I could dial that in pretty quickly, but I've also got another option. I've got a 58 wedge. So my two wedges, I've got a pitching wedge in a set, which is kind of brutalized, which we'll come to the end of it in a second. And then I've got two specialized wedges, a 52 and a 58. I used to have 3 wedges, and I've removed one, which now allows me to only have 13 clubs in my bag, which we'll talk about the extra clubs in a second that could go in. So 58, 90 yards is a definite option for this hole. So again, just throwing it a fraction far, but I'll take it. And again, you give me enough wedge practice, I'm going to dial that exactly into where I need it to be if I practice hard enough. Let's not forget, from 90 yards, I mean, I've got a pitching wedge as well. Certainly to this hole probably wouldn't be the option, but it is an option into the wind, trying to run it through that deadly slope, which is crazy dangerous, but I've done it quite well. And this is the question you need to be asking yourself. When you get to your 100 yards and in, 120 yards and in, wherever your kind of wedge to specialized wedges begin, have you got enough options? Because you'll probably find you have. As you see there, I've just hit a pitching wedge as close as a 58 or a 52 in the specialized, and I reckon I could hit a 7-iron on that green running it in there. I've got plenty of options down there. It's the easier side of my bag to control. And when it comes to going high and stopping it, the 58 can easily be turned into a higher lofted club and be sent up in the air. I mean, I might not make the distance on that, but that's got a lot of spin and would have had a lot. You can see it, look, it's stopping on the fairway. Going that way isn't a problem. Turning the 58 into what I used to have a 60 is basically doing like that. So this is where my bag has severely changed over the years. We're going to move to a 200 yards distance, and where I think loads of students could benefit by concentrating so much more on whatever your equivalent 200 yards shots is. So basically my true irons stop at a 7-iron, and my 6-iron starts moving into very, very specialized and blending up with the driver more than it does with the iron. So the question, does your golf bag have the versatility that we saw, and I think we all understand, down in the wedges when you get to your equivalent 200-yard shot? So I'm going to hit a 6-iron for me into 18 here, which is a real push. This is pushing this 6-iron to its limits, but I can get it there. Oh, not if I toe hook it like that, I can't. But you can see, look, it's pin high. It's getting there. If I can strike it, I wouldn't turn it. Want another go at that. So 6-iron, 200 yards. There we go, better control with the face. And that is getting there. I mean, that is pitching green and pin high, lovely. Now 7-iron for me is about a 165 to 170 shot. So I've come to 185 because there's no point having a 6-iron go 200 yards if I've then got a big gap. So this 6-iron still allows me to fill that gap at 180. So 185 approaching, I'm able to hit this like the wedge, different distances, get up there. Oh, is it up? I mean, that's pitching very close to where the 200-yard shot pitched. So like the wedges, when I get to a 6-iron, I've got a 6-iron, that was a 6-iron, which acts like a 5-iron, getting it to 200 yards, which is close to a 4-iron as well. Now back at the 200-yard shot, I've also got a 22-degree hybrid. This crashes the 200-yard shot. I can get this one 200. So it crashes into that 6-iron if I need it. So I don't want to smash the 6-iron. I want, oh, go in. Oh, I want to hit something softer. So that was a softer 22. And then I push the distance out to 225 yards. This club is being asked bigger questions, but it can get there. But don't worry about it. I don't have to always push this one because I have another step. So I've got a 19-degree hybrid as well. So at 225, I can choose to hit the hybrid just nice. Don't have to murder it to try and get that 225 distance. Oh, come on, I'm on it. And then if I wanted to push this to 230, well, watch out in the crowd at the back. See if I can get this over the green with the 19. Oh, a little bit thin. Didn't get all of that. No, it's going the same distance through strike, unfortunately. But if the strike's there, I'm pushing this up to 230 plus. But there's another gap. I have a 16-degree hybrid. So for some reason, if I've had a bit of a row with someone in the old university building there, I want to try and send it in there from 225. Oh, a bit thin, so it might not quite get there. No, look at it, it goes the same distance when caught out the bottom, definitely in a bit lower. See if I can strike one. There you go, that's better. I'll be surprised if that's not more to the back of the green. Yeah, there we go, we're flying a bit more to the back now. And that's gonna run out as well. And that's a 2-4-3 carry. So I think you can see where I'm going. I've then got a 3-wood and I've got a driver. Now this is where bags are really gonna move. I'm going to hit a driver, my standard driver. This hole is 345 yards. It would be nice to be able to hit it on, but I can't reach. I'm going to give it a smash. But do I have maybe 2 drivers in my bag? I've got 13 clubs. And look how heavily they're stacked at that top end. You see how from the 6-iron up, so from 180 up to about nearly 250 yards, I'm just really blending my clubs. Now look at your bags now. Answer the question in the comments down below. How good are you at hitting a 100-yard wedge, a 90-yard wedge, an 80-yard wedge, and so on and so forth? You're probably quite good at that. Like, you can manage that subject to your wedge game. And if you can't manage that, that's probably not to do with the loss you've got. It's like you need a lesson in how to pitch. It's a kind of different argument. But if you're reasonable with your wedges, having 3 wedges, 4 wedges, and then leaving the top end of your bag. Again, look in your bags now. How many of you get funky at the top? General pattern is people go to like a 4-iron, which they don't really use that much. Then they kind of jump to a 5-wood, which they use maybe a bit more. Then a 3-wood, which they possibly don't use that much. Then a driver. My bag's changed. I've got basically 4 specialized hybrids in replacement for the 4 specialized wedges. So I'm going to hit my standard driver here and I'm going to try and knock it on the green, which I won't. So I'm just going to give this everything I've got. 110 club, 1.45 smash, not bad for me. Oh, it's a decent carry, is it getting? Oh yeah, I got over 300, just a decent shot. It's a 160 ball, come on. It's a 288 carry, but I'm not getting that green. So my physical work continues because I know that Matt, who plays in the videos, can get this green. So he has an advantage over me, where I might have other advantages with directions and qualities of strikes over time, possibly. Not that he strikes it well, but like my driver strikes can get quite precise. By not having the option to hit this green is giving him a straight advantage. The game is in his hands. If he does what he knows he can do, I can't compete, can I? And that's me trying to go. That's 111 club, slightly off the top. Go on. It's straight, as you can see. Like, that's as close as I'm getting that club. Now, my tests with this 48-inch club on the course have not been great. So I've got another shaft and I'm thinking of trying 46, 47 to see if it gives me more consistency and keeping the 48 to work towards it. But I've got a spare club in my bag. I could put an extra wedge in, which I've done, a 64, and I've used it in situation, but only once. All the other times I could have used my 58, no problem. This hole, along with other par 4s out there in the world that I will play, I can't do it. I can't get the green. So will this give me another option? It will allow me to smash it in those buildings. But you can see where I'm going here. Apart from the second driver, which I know is out there, and I wouldn't be putting second drivers in many people's golf bags, I think the moral more is how much have you built or are allowed to build your bag around your 200-yard equivalent, so some 7-iron upwards. I definitely would state now from the people I see day in, day out, it is a weak part of their bag. And loads of people have specialised wedges, fancy, expensive putters. What hybrids you've got, they don't really know. And if you look at the data, this is that 200 yards in is where we're all losing our shots against the better players. Can I get this green? That's a 113 club straight away. Slightly slower smash because I tend to neck this club, which is something I need to work on. Yeah, that's actually shorter. But it's a 161 ball on a 113 club, which was 2 miles an hour faster than my other driver. My 64-degree wedge, well, I can turn my 58 into a 60, 62, probably 64 really quite easily. I cannot turn my driver into a 113. If I hit a couple more, at the moment, 113 is bare. Like I hit 1 out of 20 at that speed with my regular length driver. It's giving me options. If I can use them or not is the harder point. Here we go. That's a 114 club, 164 ball. I've pulled it. Get up. It's a 113. If I can get that straight, that's going to be close. I think we've been getting golf bags wrong. I certainly have. I've never built my bag like it is now, only the last few years, and it makes so much more sense. Oh, it's a 115 club. It's only a 142 smash. Again, it's slightly heel. Run! Get up! Oh. It's a 164 ball. If I can strike that, it's got huge potentials. Second drivers, you're gonna see more of them. Pros going more for really pimping up that top end of their bag. I think you're gonna see a lot more of it. Like if I could hit, just imagine if I could hit that 6-iron 240, that would be such a weapon. Like if I'm cacking it and want to keep it straight and I know I can get 6-iron going 240 rather than 200, like that is going to be such a huge weapon for me. Now again, don't get confused just by me trying to smash it far. Not that I do smash it far. What I want to know is how pimped up are you from wedge down compared to 6-iron, 7-iron, 5-iron up. You're going to find a lot of people are flipping this the wrong way around. Yet the data, as I've said, shows that your 200 yards equivalent approach place is what's costing you probably the most shots. Let me know in the comments down below if this helps. I'm going to hit a few more. We're done. Video's done. I'm just going to try and get this green with about 5 more shots before lunch. So if you want to hang around and watch me swing at it like a crazy, and probably hit it in St Andrews Village, you're welcome. Oh, for anyone who has stayed around, what do you reckon? It's 115 club with a better strike. That gets there. Because 164 ball gets there if I don't have 2-3 spin. Or 2-5 spin. No, again, that's decent for direction. 113 club. But that is not going to get there. In play though, isn't it? It's interesting that I hit this so much out the heel. I will play with this club. I hit it so much out the heel. I reckon the center of gravity is moving because there's so much club out here. I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to practice putting some heavier weight in the toe to bring it back, possibly. Ah, see that speed, 115, but the face is wrong, 21 loft. It's high right, it's short. Get up! Oh, 3 more shots. 3 more shots. If anyone is watching, thanks for hanging around. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And make sure you have got the bell on. Lots of you don't know that you've not got the bell on and you do want to watch the other videos. So just check that you have got that bell on. Right, let's get some loft delivery on this. Have we? Oh, 114, 19 loft. That is close. That's 306. I can do that with the other driver. It's just a high heel again. Right, here we go. Standing a bit taller. Let's try and get the toe. Lower loft. 116 is what I want club. 115 club, 143 smash. So again, it's just the smash that really costs me. 308, 165 bull. Oh, there must be one person left watching. I'm gonna try and hit this out of the toe. I am done. This hole, I cannot reach this green. Oh, I've missed it. There's 115 club as well. When you work on your speed, the phrase that you'll hear a lot, it comes out all the time, just one more. Just one more. You do, it's addictive. There's the toe, but I didn't get the speeds yet. So it's a dipper. It's a high toe. You can see it going left. It's over 300, but thanks for anyone who's watching the end. I'm still not there.